Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 with the Rude Man. And we're back in Canada. Bloomfield is the name of the map. And we're playing hardcore. And I was just getting ready to do a harvest in the last live stream. So we've got 3 combines, most of them leased. What else we got here? Yeah, and they're all ready to go. So we can get started with this. But I leased a truck and a trailer because I've got a ton of fertilizer and lime, which I don't need lime. I'm not liming anymore. So those are things I don't need. So let's see if I can pick some of this stuff up. This is... I don't know what the hell this is. That must be either fertilizer or seeds. No, it's got to be fertilizer. There's the lime. And I think that the tanks down here are also fertilizer. And let's see if we can pick these things up. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can get this thing to work. And I think I've got chat and everything working. Microphone seems to be working. I'm having trouble with the microphone, and I think it has something to do with the software because when I turn the software off, sometimes it turns the microphone off. And then I come back on and the microphone's not on. Interesting sounding truck. All right, now I got to figure out how the pickup is set up on this trailer. So let's see if I can get Euro pallets. Hi, Lori. Boy, I'm not sure about that. The Ranch Sim download. Stay with the one he has. Is there a different one? Okay, the loading tank type is liquid tank. That should get some of this. Let's see. That won't get the... well, let's just see what happens here. If I start this up. Under testing type? No, I wouldn't worry about it. I'd just do the one he's already got. Oh, this isn't liquid tank. This would be big bag, I think. Let's big bag pallets. I think that's what this is. Yeah, there we go. All right, and I'm just going to sell this stuff. Hi, Andy. All right, I'm getting some of my money back. Oh, I'm doing okay, Andy. I don't know what's taking this so long. There we go. All right, let's start it back up again. Disable auto load. So auto load should be on. See what happens. I don't know why it's not picking up. Let's turn on super strength here. I don't know what's going on. Throw it over there. Why does it not want this one? There it went. I guess. We... Oh, that's weird. Maybe the trailer's full. No. I don't know. Lori's got a wrench. I need to find you over on Twitch too. How'd you get a wrench, Lori? Lori must be the new Scorpion. All right, let me turn this off. Well, Did it turn it off or what? Okay, they're selling. It just sells pretty slow. There they go. They're just selling slow. Yeah, Lori was trying to protect the channel when all them idiots come in, and she was having a little grief with it affecting her PC, so I give her a wrench to help her out. But I gotta find, let's see, I gotta see if I can do it on, are you on, Twitch today, Lori? Or does that have to do with your new computer? Defender of the universe.
Yeah.
Cheers, Andy. All right, we'll pick these things up and get as many as I can on here. I don't know why it picks up some but don't pick up the others. I don't get it. All right, let's see if we can do it the hard way. See, it's not taking them. Isn't that weird? I don't understand why it's not picking them up like it's supposed to. Andy's looking at me. Lori, type something else in on Twitch. All right, you got a sword over on Twitch. That sounds, a wrench sounds like you're kind of a mechanic, but with a sword, you're just a defender, I guess. Hey, Dennis. Dennis is in the house. How you doing, Dennis? So, Lori, did you end up buying a new PC? Is that what you're doing? A laptop? Did you get a laptop? Man, this stuff is slow selling. Now wait a minute. It looks like that stuff I physically put on there isn't selling. Oh, there it goes. Some of it anyway. One more. So I'm getting some of my money back. Hey, John's in the house. Ben's in the house. How you doing, Ben? Oh, so you did get that one? Okay, good. Wow, that was fast. Where'd you order it from? Did you actually get it from Amazon? You guys must have an Amazon warehouse right next door. Hank the Gamer's in the house. How you doing, Hank? I can't talk today. I'm still not with it. Okay, I don't understand why it doesn't pick up some of this stuff. Let me just drive all the way up here and see if it gets some of it. Doesn't seem to be. There we go. Weird. Well, I can't wait all day for it to auto load, so I'm just gonna start throwing this stuff up there because I need to get the. You know what? I could actually do this. Let me get the combines going, because that way, while they're doing their job, I could be working on that. Let's do that. Let's get this guy started. Came from Philly, huh? Well, how far is Philly away from you? I mean, because, you know, if mine came from Philly, it'd probably take a week. With all said and done, I'd rather be in Philadelphia. Seven hours. Wow. That's close. Did you get that for him for his birthday? A surprise. for your birthday. I might be a little bit quiet today. I don't know. We'll see how I get into it. For those of you that haven't heard, I lost a brother on Friday. One of my younger brothers passed away on Friday, and it hit pretty hard. I'm not supposed to outlive my younger brother. It's not. I'm having a tough time. I almost didn't record or live stream, and Carol talked about it. She said, "Are you sure you want to?" And I said, "Well, you know, maybe it'll take my mind off of it, because it's been pretty tough this year." Because, as you know, just a few weeks before that, Carol's only sister died. And, you know, her stepdad died a couple months before that. And then about 2 weeks ago, my brother-in-law died. So all of that has happened in just a very short couple of months. Plus I got COVID in June. It's just been a terrible summer. Not a good summer at all. Thank you, John. Thanks, Ben. I'm wondering if that small combine right there isn't handling that header very well. It looks like it's dragging the header. What about this one? I might have to get rid of these small ones and get their regular combine. This doesn't seem to be working very good. They are just leased, so it wouldn't hurt to replace them. It's probably lower to the ground. Doesn't look it, but it probably is. Let's lease one of these. And then let's get this new leased one out there. Hi, Bent. How you doing? Man, that's noisy, isn't it? Oh no! I didn't lease the big bin. I didn't lease the big bin. Oh no! Well, maybe I haven't actually paid for it yet. Let's doggone it. I was kind of in a hurry. Let's do... I don't want to return those yet because they got wheat or grain in them. So I don't want to do that. I'll keep those for the time being. And let's get that combine back. My mind's not in this today, but that's okay. I'll be okay. I want to put the extension on so we get a little bit better of that, and then let's put the engine in, a bigger engine, if I can do that. Grain, wheel setup, CB radio, exhaust, beacon, triangle, engine. There we go. Put a bigger engine in there and then lease it. Wait, I need to put the bigger pipe on. Let's put that one on. All right. Yeah, see, I don't want to turn those in. They got grain in them. How's Bent doing today? Yeah, I like that combine, Andy. It's a good setup. Yeah, it definitely could go a little faster. I think the header doesn't quite fit that little combine there, and I think it's too low to the ground. We've got a couple of fields around here that are a little bit hilly than that, so a little bit more hilly. Darmood, how you doing? Okay, so that one, let's see here. Turn that off. Drop the header. And we'll get that one emptied. I need to find my tractor and my trailer. Boys, I lost my younger brother on Friday. My immediate family's fine, but it was pretty rough. He had recently been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and he had it in his hip, in his back, in his shoulder, and a little bit in his brain. They had him on chemo and stuff like that, and the doctors decided that the treatment that they were giving him was just making it worse. So they took him off all of that, and he lasted about a day. And so it was not, that's only, 4 days ago? It seems like it's been forever to me, but it was only just last Friday. I told you guys I was going to do a live stream. I was like minutes away from starting a live stream when I got the phone call, and it hit me pretty hard. Thank you, boys. That's what I was saying earlier. I wasn't sure whether I was going to come on today, but I was talking with Carol about it, and I told her, I said, you know what, it might be an okay thing to do, because it might keep my mind off of it. So, yeah, I guess see if I can get into this game and get my mind off of other things. And let me run over and See if there's any in that other combine, and then I can get rid of these two and lease me one more. Oh, and that one right there, that's my good combine. I don't want to get rid of that one. That's my good combine. Gotta hook that one back up. That one I own. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of this one. This one. Oh, he doesn't have anything in him. Okay, so let's get rid of those two. Wait a minute. No, I need to empty that one. All right, let's stop this one. Get that pipe put out there. Uh-oh. This one's, I didn't put a big enough pipe on that. But I'm sending it back anyway. Well, yeah, I'm glad to hear that, boys. That makes me happy. It's, it always makes me feel good when people enjoy what I'm doing. Well, now, what is the deal with this? There we go. I got to hit a sweet spot, I guess. All right, we need to lease another one, so to replace these two. So I'm going to do that and that. Oh, I forgot to put the pipe on it. Doggone it. That's okay. It'll be fine. You guys are going to be fighting each other. What are they doing? What's he doing? All right, we got to stop that guy. Oh, geez. Oh, stop. I got trouble in River City. Okay, that's empty. Let's get rid of those. So we're going to turn in the two small ones. Okay, so let's do these two small ones are going to go back. All right, and then I need to get that header. Oh my God. I don't know what's happening in this world. Hey, Scorpion's in the house. Hi, Scorp. Oh, tell her happy birthday. Okay, so let me get this one emptied and then it can go back to work. Yeah, I didn't get the chance to come in here and smooth the ground out. I got everything's on a hill. It's weird. Oh, what's new in your life, Scorpion? Man, hit that tree and knocked the engine out. Working. Are you taking what they're giving because you're working for a living? I was thinking about Huey Lewis the other day, and I looked it up. He's Carol's age. Old fart. Does she make herself a cake? Because she's a baker, you know. Yeah, he needs to get himself a DeLorean. I wouldn't tell anybody in the restaurant it was my birthday. They always want to do stuff. And actually, I don't know if they want to. I don't think they like it any better than you do when somebody's singing happy birthday to you in a full restaurant. It's embarrassing. I saw a guy was joking about it on a TV show I was watching. He said there's only one person that thinks that's cool and that's funny, and that's the guy that lets the restaurant know that it's your birthday. He's the only one that's happy about it. Did anybody get hurt from it? Breaking chains are dangerous. Oh no, that's terrible. That'd be embarrassing, flapping your wings. I got to fix the brakes on this. I modded this John Deere myself, and I tell you, I need to fix the brakes. I gave it more power, but I didn't fix the brakes. Where are you going, Scorpion? Hey, this is that field that I plowed together with the next one to the right there. So this is my first cutting of this field. Oh, they don't want to work it. Nobody wants to work this. Look at that. Rose, Darren, Jeremy, nobody. Blake, nobody wants it. All right. Who took it? Finally, somebody took it. John. Good old John's got it. John finally took over. He's a hard worker. All right, let me go get that. This one can move on. Oh, he's empty anyway. Yeah, John's in here somewhere. I saw him come in. I haven't seen Craig today. But then Craig's a lurker, so. Bill was in last week. Mr. Bill. You're milking 480, huh? What do you do with your milk? The farmers that I watch that are dairy farmers, they sell theirs to an ice cream company. Craig's working on the farm. Did you guys see that? Yeah, Craig's not on. Well, there's John, and there's Craig. He's just waiting. He's taking a nap while he's waiting for me to get over there with the truck. What you trying to do, Lori? Are you still working on your PC? Lori does everything. She goes fishing. She fixes gaming PCs. All right, where's the other combine? I'm missing a combine. Must be over that way. Okay, this is the one I didn't put a long enough pipe on, so I'm gonna have to get this one. I'm gonna have to be a little tricky getting into this one. Oh man. There we go. Yeah, I screwed up when I leased it. Didn't put a big pipe on it. Sheetrocking good times. What? You're sheetrocking too? You remind me of Carol. Carol was 9 months pregnant, and she was to the point where she was getting all that energy just before you have the child, because she was due any day. And my dad and brother and I were up on the garage re-roofing it. And every time we turned around, Carol would be on top of the ladder with a stack of shingles on her shoulders. And we kept telling her to go in the house and knock it off. All right, boys. You take care. Take care of your family. And we'll see you next time. Watch out for those breaking chains. What the hell happened here? My seeder didn't work very good, did it? What the heck happened? Huh. That's weird. Because it's only that one field. What happened? And it's all the way down the field. Weird. All right, I gotta go and... Oh, shoot, I got another combine. Never-ending job. In actuality, I could actually stand to put a little, even a longer one yet on these things. That's getting pretty close to the header. All right, let me keep picking these things up. Think that one will stay? I doubt it. All right, I better not push my luck, I guess. Well, I could have still put some on the end. I have a little bit of room on the end there. I don't know why it doesn't pick up some of them. Did I turn that off? There we go. I had the auto load on. It wouldn't unload it. I sure been getting a lot of spam emails lately. I've been getting some spam email. Now, there is a law that pertains to getting email. And the law is that if you're a business and you send an advertisement to somebody's PC in an email, you're required to have a button someplace on the email that allows people to unsubscribe that don't want your spam email. Now, there's one that I keep getting a ton of stuff on, and there's when you go down to the bottom where supposedly you can unsubscribe, it doesn't work. And so I'm pretty sure it's completely spam. Yeah, it's I get these emails where it says you have won something free. You have won. Thank you for being a customer. You know, all this kind of stuff. And it's places that you actually deal with. For example, I get my medication through the mail from from a pharmacy, a mail order pharmacy, and it's linked to my insurance company. And so I can get really cheap, well, not cheap, but less expensive medicine. And all of a sudden I start getting these things saying that I've won something, and you're so lucky, we're so glad you're a customer, and they're coming like 20 at a time. All right, what's going on? So it's almost like it reads your other email somehow. And if you get an email from Home Depot or Walmart or your pharmacy or anything, the next couple days you start getting emails that you've won something, click on this, and thank you for being such a good customer. We're offering this special gift just to you. And it's all spam. I guess I don't need this truck anymore. I got all that stuff picked up and sold. So let me delete this. Get rid of this stuff before I get charged for it another day. I'm still leasing a header. Interesting. Uh-oh. I'm holding up work here. Chips and salsa. So you're going to a Mexican restaurant then? Did I ask that earlier? I think I meant to. I meant to ask where you were going because you mentioned going to a restaurant. The odds of us going to a Mexican restaurant are pretty good around here. Because Mexican restaurants outnumber any other restaurant at least 3 or 4 to 1. There's Mexican restaurants on every corner, and if there isn't a Mexican restaurant on the corner, there's one of them taco wagons sitting there. There's dozens of those all over the place. Those little wagons that you can get a taco or an enchilada or whatever. It's Taco Tuesday. We used to have Taco Tuesdays or Taco Thursdays. Thursdays. I can't remember, but that's what we called our gaming night. When Jeff was little, well, not little, but younger, our place was the place to be because I've got a home theater set up. Literally a little home theater. And, even at that time, I had a huge TV. And I've got a Bose 7.1 stereo sound system. I've got a popcorn maker that's the same kind you'd find in a movie theater. Hey, Eminem, how you doing? Anyway, I used to have, this was back before we had basic internet, really. I had a LAN set up. I had 4 or 5 computers all set up in sequence and connected to each other. And Jeff and all his friends would come over and we'd play games. And we called it Taco Tuesdays. And now occasionally we'd have pizza. But hey, they're kids, They can't eat tacos all the time. So yeah, my house was the house everybody. I always had a house full of kids. We had in the home theater moved some of the chairs out of the way, and we set up one of them. Oh God, I don't remember. There were two of them, where you had the guitar and the microphone and a set of drums, God, what game was that? There were a couple of them. I can't remember which one Jeff had, but we bought him 2 or 3 guitars. It came with one guitar, a microphone, and a drum set, I think. And we bought 2 more guitars. And everybody would jump on that game, and we'd have almost like a karaoke night. Rock Band, yeah, that was one of them. I think that's the one Jeff had. There was one called Guitar Hero, I think. But I think Jeff had Rock Band. Well, he still does. He bought himself this big padded chest to keep everything in. And it's in his room. All the pieces are in this padded chest. It's like a huge ottoman. The top is padded where you could actually sit on it, but it holds all his guitars and his drum set and an old girlfriend or two. Or they're stuffed in there somewhere. John, how you doing? John came in earlier. I don't know. I think I said hi to him. He's been pretty quiet today. Yeah, I tell you, if I put, for example, if I put a movie on like, what was that, Top Gun? If I put something like that on, man, I tell you, the whole neighborhood is rocking with that stereo system. It's just, thank God my house is well insulated. So, Metallic, I was bored yesterday, and I didn't really want anything that was going to take a lot of brain power because I've been out of it for the last few days. So I decided to set up my my flight stick, and Granuale, my third account on Elite, I had posted in Colonia, and I don't ever go there, so I decided to bring her home. So I jumped in and she's got a jump anaconda that does about 70 some light years a jump. I didn't even spanch it. I've got in the saved jumps or favorites, whatever you want to call it. I've got an actual route that we took at one point to Colonia back in the day, and it was a trip that about, I don't know, 30 or 40 of us took, and all the places we stopped. As a matter of fact, most of the places that we stopped at, all right, Lori, you get to practice with your wrench I gave you. We got a bunch of porno people coming in. Anyway, I didn't spanch it. I just went from one point to the next, and it took me 5 or 6 hours to get home. But I made it home last night. She's in, I parked her Anaconda in Rhea at Carter Point. Yeah, in this case, it still was because all I did was it was a trip that we took, a planned trip that had planned stops where we would spend the night, and I kept that in there, and I just reversed that and came home. I didn't do one super jump or whatever they call those hyper jumps. I can't even remember what they called them. Lori says not on Twitch. Yeah, they for some reason they don't hit Twitch. They've been hitting YouTube. It's not even a good porno site. Scorpion. Yeah, I still have. I've got 2 ships. Let's see. Either I think the Rude Man account has a ship in Colonia, and Granuel had 2 ships there, so I left the smaller ship there. So. Yeah, I've got a crate. I've got a crate there. Rude Man's got a crate there, and then Granuel had. Oh God, what's that little one? That one that I use for everything. I can't think of the names of the ships. My mind is not here.
Oh yeah.
Cheers, Lori. Neutron jumps. Yeah, that's what. I didn't do any neutron jumps. I'd have been home in half the time had I done that.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't. And there were several places. It took me a while because there were several places that I couldn't find fuel. And so I had to stop and search for a fuel star.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are going to get us all schnockered. Thanks, Lori. Soup du jour. Yeah, I need something too. It's soup du jour time. Let's see if we can do here. We're going to put a little sparkle in our day. Oh man, that's cold. And very, very refreshing. Do a little cat dance. Woohoo! Alright. Man, that thing's noisy. Alright, what do we got going here? I missed a few fields over here, didn't I? All right, do a little cleanup here. I felt sorry for my my brother's daughter, his oldest daughter. Her birthday was the day after he passed, and I felt so bad because I know every year she's gonna. It'd be like having one of your folks die at Christmas. Every year at Christmas you'd be thinking about that. Some people handle it better than I do. I'm not handling it very well. Oh, let's go clean up that one. Now there's some farming for you. Look at all those nice lines on the fields. "22? So how much older are you than your brother, John? Tell him hi, by the way. I never see him anymore." You're taking a whole week off, eh? Scorpion has to have a week for his birthday because he's getting older. It'll take him a week to recuperate from his birthday. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not saying nothing. Even the Mona Lisa. I used to call it the moaning Lisa. There's something special about the moaning Lisa in that he used to carry that portrait with him, the artist. And I always wondered why. What was so special that he carried it with him when he traveled? Oh, there's no doubt about that, Lori. And you can't judge that by FarmSim. FarmSim doesn't work good on any computer. And I've got my computer's old now. I normally would have rebuilt it a year, maybe year and a half ago, but she didn't look moaning. I don't know. I bet she was a looker in her day, huh? All right, we got one full. And then we got to get that one off to a new field there. Yeah, it does work better. But streaming never looks very good, really. and people say, well, that looks pretty good. It does for streaming, but if you actually compare it to a good 4K graphics game, it doesn't look that good. The streaming always looks bad. No, I did. I did mean for streaming live. Well, look, I really, not necessarily. I mean, I want my computer to look, my games to look as good as they can get. But the more important thing is having fun with the game. And I've played a lot of gaming on a computer that had a terrible picture on it, and I still had just as much fun. And that's the important thing. When Jeff and I first started playing games, he had one of my old computers, and I had one that I just recently built. But you know, back then, the graphics weren't all that great. I mean, games were just coming out. I can remember the first time we played World of Warcraft. Jeff and I were playing World of Warcraft, and I don't know if you've ever played it or watched somebody play it, but there are flying mounts that you can take from one city to another, or one country, you know, to another in the game. And basically you would talk to somebody. They would throw you on, say, a giant eagle, and you would fly out of the city across the country and land in another city. And this is something that would take a little bit of time. It wasn't an instant jump. And we didn't know, because we didn't know any better. Jeff and I, we were having so much fun with the game. We would jump on one of these Eagle taxis. It was a taxi. We'd jump on one, and then our screen would go blank. And we would wait and wait and wait, and then all of a sudden we would land in the next city, and our characters were back on the screen again. Well, we had no idea. We thought that was part of the game. And then when graphics started getting a little better, I told Jeff, let's upgrade our computers. And I ordered a bunch of better graphics cards and more memory, all that kind of stuff. And as soon as I did, I fixed both our computers with new graphics cards and new RAM. And we started our game up. And we jumped on one of these birds and actually watched it fly across the country. The graphics were so much better. And our jaws dropped and thought, oh my God, we didn't even know what we were missing. But we still had fun playing the game. Now, I don't mean to say that graphics are overrated, but they won't stop you from having fun on a game. I mean, there's a lot of people that have crappy computers that are playing this game. And they're still having just as much fun as I'm having. Whack-a-mole. I hope you don't have one on your face. Jeff, my boy, he got a gaming laptop, and it's a pretty decent one, but he got it on sale. It's about a $2,000 laptop that he got for about $1,200, and it broke down like a month after he got it. We had to send it back in. They fixed it up, and it's been working fine ever since, but it's been getting hot lately. So he took it apart this weekend, and I had some thermal paste in my drawer here. We took everything apart, his CPU and his GPU, and put some more thermal paste on it, and it cooled it down a little bit once he put it all back together. I have one of these little portable air machines, because that canned air you buy is really expensive. So I bought an electronic one, and it works really good, but it's really loud. It is really loud, but it really works very well. And he used that to clean his fans up and stuff. His fans were pretty dirty. But I think he misjudged the thermal paste on his CPU, because it could be a little cooler. So he ordered some more thermal paste, and he's gonna take it apart and do it again, and see if he can get the temperature down a little bit. Laptops run pretty hot. Just blow it. I don't have much breath in me anymore. I need to clean mine up too. I was looking at mine. My fans are getting pretty dirty. We had kind of a dry summer. A tower PC. I'm streaming at 1080p and 60 frames a second, but the important thing on the streams is how much bandwidth you can use. I'm paying for about 20. Is it gigabytes or megabytes a second? Get the gremlins out the hardware, Metallic says. You got to offer them a beer once in a while. Hell, when I was doing consulting, I'd get called out once in a while to look at people's computers, and swear to God, this one lady had a rat's nest in her computer. I couldn't believe it, because I wouldn't believe that they would do that. I would have thought that the electronics, they must make some kind of a high-pitched noise that would drive, mice away, or even the heat would drive the mice away. But for some reason, this mouse decided to put a nest in the damn computer. I really couldn't believe it. If I hadn't have seen it myself, I would never have believed it. All right, I need to check on this one field, because it was shaped funny, and I don't know if it got the whole field. No, it didn't. I can see where it missed a big spot.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Lori. Lori, you're drinking an awful lot today. See if I can get past these trees. Hey. It's going to work. I don't know what it is, but I've got a frog in my throat today. And every time that happens, I try to think, where did they come up with that saying? I got a frog in my throat. Did people actually have frogs in their throat? That's almost on par with the skin a cat one. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Why are you skinning cats? And if you are, why does there have to be more than one way to do it? I don't get it. Ribbit. Ribbit. Okay, Lori, don't spill it on that new PC. Cat skin purses. Cat Scratch Fever. What was that song about? Cat Scratch Fever. What was that about? All right, I got two combines over here. Where's the third one? Oh, I didn't even see him down there. Where the hell is he? There he is, over in the corner. Down. Oh, they're hitting us again. Damn pornos. Well, I'm getting close to 1 million. I should do pretty good. I'm starting to finally make money after all this time on this map that had no equipment and no land. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So we're in October. That means Halloween's coming up pretty soon. We decided not to do Halloween this year. I mean, we're going to do Halloween, but every year we do a lot of decorating, and it's just getting to be too much anymore. And it used to be fun because we used to get hundreds of kids stop by. I mean, it was nothing for me 10, 15 years ago. It was nothing for me to go through a couple hundred count bag of candy. And now, nobody. We get nobody. Maybe 2, 3, kids a night. And so we used to really decorate. I had a graveyard scene in the front yard with a smoke machine. The porch was all set up, and I mean, we really went all out for Halloween. It was my favorite time. And we just don't anymore. And I told Carol, I don't even think I'm gonna at all this year. I think what we're gonna do instead is start to get Christmas out, so that sometime in November we can get Christmas out. It seems like the holidays come so fast, and we didn't even get to enjoy the Christmas decorations. By the time we got them out, it was Christmas, and we had to take them right back down. I tried to convince Carol just to leave them up, but she wouldn't do it. I mean, what, trick-or-treating, Lori? Well, we live across the street from the grade school, and it's a pretty safe street to be on. The traffic is slower because of the school, and it's just a nice, quiet street normally when school's not in session. But anyway, we used to get a lot of kids. And we get nobody anymore. They offer parties everywhere to keep the kids all corralled in, I guess. God, when I was a kid, we went everywhere. And literally, we went everywhere. We didn't go out with paper bags. We went out with pillowcases. And we come back with the pillowcases full. And we would just run from one house to the next. And then we'd come home and dump the bag and go out again. And we hit every house in town. Literally we couldn't. I mean, I didn't grow up in a very large community, but it was big enough. And, we had, at the time, 2 grade schools, middle school, junior high, and a high school. It wasn't a real big community, but it was big enough. They used pipes to drop the candy into bags. Really? What's the purpose of that? And what were you smoking in the pipe before you used it? Churches do trunk or treat. So, yeah, but see, back when I was a kid, the parents wouldn't let you stay in the house. You literally, we'd get kicked out of the house, and we would be gone all day. We'd only come home for lunch, and dinner. Other than that, we were never in the house. We were out running around the neighborhood, anywhere we wanted to go. Social distancing? Yeah, but what was in the pipe to begin with? Yeah, that mask business. Are you talking about like COVID masks. I'm so glad that's gone. There's still people that do it though. I've actually talked to people who said that they'll never take it off. They're going to wear them for the rest of their life. I mean, oh, come on. It isn't just our country. The whole world got snookered on that deal. The whole world just went crazy on that deal. And just, life will never be the same. It never will. People kept saying, well, I can't wait for it to get back to normal. It's never going to get back to the way it was. Never. Went from the window to the candy bag. Oh, that's crazy. I understand now. So they wouldn't even come to the door? Yeah, that's crazy. If I had to go to that extent, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it at all. I'd just turn the lights off and put strips of nails on the sidewalk so that nobody could reach my house. Yeah, and people, people hear me talk like this, and they say, oh, things will get better. And I said, no, they won't. And I'll tell you why. Because just that nonsense that they started has a snowball effect that's going to destroy economies of countries. Right now, Carol went out. Carol had to go someplace the night before last. And she said, do you want to cook dinner or do you want me to pick something up while I'm out? And I said, why don't you stop by Taco Bell and bring me a couple of soft tacos? She said, yeah, that sounds good to me too. So she left. She came back empty-handed. And I said, what happened to dinner? And she said, I couldn't find anybody open. I went to the Taco Bell, they're closed. I said, Carol, it's only 6 o'clock in the evening. And she said, yeah, they can't get enough employees to stay open. So she said, I went to McDonald's. McDonald's closed the lobby down because they can't get enough people to work. So I went to the window. And she said I couldn't order anything because their computers were down. So she went to the next place. It was the same thing. They can't get enough people to work the businesses, to stay open. And so you think it's going to get back to normal? I don't. I think economies are just going to, there's going to be countries that go down. And I'm afraid we're going to be one of them. This winter, that Putin's got control over the gas and stuff of a lot of countries, including Germany. And they're going to wait till the cold of winter, and then they're going to shut these countries' gas off. And there's people going to die. And economies are going to go bankrupt. It's never going to be the same. Yeah, I know, doom and gloom. Sorry. I'm kind of in a doom and gloom mindset, and I apologize for that. Yeah, I think the thing in my mind, businesses should have never shut down. You could go real conspiracy theory on this whole thing if you want to. I don't think all of it is conspiracy, though. I mean, I don't think it's all theory. I think there's some of it that's true. And I talk about things like, they want this big reset. They want countries to reduce populations because we're killing the earth. And so who's going to die? It isn't going to be the rich people. The people that are controlling things, they're going to be just fine, or at least they think they are. But they're trying. I'm wondering how far this is going to go. I heard that Canada has a new law thing that you can go in and put yourself down. There's other countries that do. There are people that are going in and saying, "Look, I can't make enough Social Security. I can't afford the food. I can't afford, to pay my rent." And they go in and say, "Can you just put me out of my misery? Because I can't afford to live." And this happened in Canada, I heard last week. They changed the wording of the law. They got some kind of a law that basically is if you're sick enough that you can't recover or whatever, they can just put you down if you want. And they've changed it to make it so that it can be like if you just can't even afford to live. It's going to get to that point anyway. There was a couple of gals I saw a story on the news. They were older gals, but they weren't really old. They were like in their 60s or something like that. They weren't that old, but they decided they just didn't want to live. They told all their families and friends that they were going to go on a trip, bought themselves airline tickets, and went to a country that has euthanasia. I can't remember. I think it's Sweden. We'll have to ask Bill next time he comes on. But I think it was Sweden that has euthanasia. You can commit your suicide legally. I don't know how it works, but they flew to that country and put themselves down. But they told all their friends and family they were just going on a holiday. They just decided they didn't want to live anymore. Two friends. Uh-oh. How come that one stopped? That's Bill. He stopped working all of a sudden. Let's see. We got Craig over here. Man, Craig's been working all day. What, Andy, was it Switzerland? Okay. Don't tell Bill, but I get Switzerland and Sweden mixed up. Only because they're both Swisses. They both start SW, I guess. Keeping it upbeat. Are you talking about me? Yeah, I need to stop. I need to shut up. I'm bumming everybody out. But I am worried about the economy. I know. I know. I have people telling me that I'm crazy, but it's funny how they do it though. They'll hear me talking and then they'll say, "Oh, it's not going to be that bad." Okay, wait a minute. You're not disagreeing with me when you say that. You're only trying to sugarcoat it or soften it a little bit. So that's not a very good argument. All right, I got to think of happier times here. I need to wash my tractor because it's dirty. That's a happy thing because that cold water will splash on me and it'll feel good. It'll wake me up. Craig's still working. I see he's got a full fuel grain. There goes the grain. I like the sounds. Listen to the sounds. The thunks and the clanks. They did a good job. He's in one of the combines. This is where he's at. He's hiding in there. I think he's got some of Andy's beer he found in the barn. Yeah, the sounds are good in the game now. Craig's outstanding in his field. He's hoarding again. Uh-oh. We got people fighting. Okay, this one's full. All right, I'm over 1 million. I did pretty good on this harvest. Wonder if I should do cotton. I haven't done cotton yet. He's hoarding again. Oh, man. Look how dirty the combines are getting. Is Scorpion still here? A long lurk. Scorpion's sleeping. Scorpion, how old are you? Are you like 45? Don't have to tell me. Just nod your head. One eye open. Yeah. Got to keep an eye open. Uh-oh. We got all full on this. Count with your hooves. Missed a spot. Yeah, I got a little bit dark. It's my fault. But it's been, like I said, I'm not handling all this very well. I haven't slept for a week, and I got my kids. My kids are scared. My daughter came over and she's really worried that something's going to happen to me. I told them, I said, Carol's the one that needs to be worried because she's with me all the time. And if I decide to go, I'll probably take her with me. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I told her that one time, though, when we were out on the highway. And I said, yeah, I'm real tempted just to spin this wheel here real quick. Scorpions have hooves. They got stinkers. Is it stingers or stinkers? Random Viking Gamer. Good vibes, eh? Elder Boxer. I've been watching this guy that does videos on people that go spelunking in caves and people that go deep diving in caves and stuff like that. It's pretty scary business. But one of them that really grossed me out was today. These guys, a bunch of guys got together and they went down in this cave and they entered into this big room in this cave, and he bumped something that fell down on his head, and he knocked it off, and it was spider, and he looked up and the whole ceiling was just covered with spiders, thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And so he ran out. There was a couple of the guys that hadn't got in the cave yet, and he ran out and was telling them what he found, and they said, "What did they look like?" And he said, "Well, I don't know. They're pretty good size, and they kind of look like a black widow, but they're not." And one guy said, "Do they have a marking on their back at all?" And he said, "Yeah." And he says, does it look like a violin or a fiddle?" And the guy said, "Yeah." And they're kind of brown in color. And this guy said, "Get out of there right now and don't go back." It was brown recluses, and there was like millions of them in there. And the one guy said, "We should have known because there were spider webs on the little hole that we crawled into to get into the cave." Yeah, you dummies. That would have scared me to death. I'd have been afeared. That Jurgen changed his name to protect the innocent. I needed to put a bigger whatcha-dinger on here. Look, there's more than one way to skin a cat. It's healing but slow, huh? Is that what you think got you, Lori? Those things can really be nasty. Oh, it wasn't a brown recluse? Well, it sounded pretty nasty, whatever it was. You're thinking a beetle? Really? Well, it looks like my time is up for today. It's probably a good thing. I'll try to be in a better mood next time. If anybody ever comes back. I got everybody bummed out today. Yeah, stuff happens in life. You just have to roll with the punches, I guess. But anyway, yeah, thanks, Jorgen. Thank you. I appreciate it. The scary thing for me is that I've still got, I mean, there were 12 of us, 13 actually, and I've only lost a sister and a brother so far, so, you know, it's going to be at some point. Anyway, yeah, let me try to get in a better mood next time I'm here. Let me get this thing going. I'm going to jump out, get away from that noisy thing. Say my goodbyes. All right, everybody. I want to thank everybody for showing up today and keeping me company. Thanks for all your warm thoughts. I appreciate it. And take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Get ready for Halloween. Go buy yourself some candy. And I'll see you on Thursday. Hey, yeah. All right, everybody. Take care. And I'll see you on Thursday.